All right. So I'm gonna change the title to this because I wrote it in haste. I wrote the title in haste, so I didn't proofread what I wrote. But here's a question, and the question is, why aren't you clipping this? See, I did a live stream about 2 hours ago about a certain copyright strike that was lifted a week and a half in advance. A week and a half in advance. And the reason why I'm making this video because a certain someone made a community post aimed at me showing the person showing my logo on somebody's cane, right? So I want to ask Don Gordito, why ain't you clipping this? Since you want to write something on your community tab. I want to ask Madhead Doctor, how come you ain't clipping on this? How come you ain't clipping on sound clips off of that live stream I did 2 hours ago? I'll wait. And tell you why y'all not gonna clip on that. Because it will destroy your argument. Oh, Big J loves the fuckery. Somebody has a childlike mind to think that who's so simple minded. You're so simple minded. You need to understand something that you grown. And not everything should be a joking or a laughing matter. You got a childlike mind. So why ain't clipping this, Don? I'll wait. How come you ain't clipping what happened to that copyright strike that was lifted? That copyright strike been on my channel, has been on Sexy Red's channel ever since October the 30th. It been on. We say who else channel? I think it's GMT channel, if I'm not mistaken. Two, three other people's channels have been stricken, and even Kimberly Foster's channel on both of her channels because people are reporting about his stalking and harassment. But somebody like you, Don, will look at that as, oh, so and so enjoyed the fuckery. You got a childlike mind. So how come you ain't clipping on this copyright strike being lifted? How come you ain't clipping on that people are going to, and I ain't gonna tell you who. There's some of us that's going to California to address your boy. How come you're not clipping on that? How come you ain't clipping on some of us going to California to address your boy? And not only address your boy, but address this whole damn thing that y'all call the manosphere. How come you ain't clipping on that? How come you ain't trying to lampoon that? because we're going to change the culture. Been saying that all the time. I said it's time to change it. Well, guess what? I'll I'll step I'll step forward to be a part of that. Since you think this is about the effery. And the people who on your comment section, no, they done no, they back the person, talking about somebody else who been calling CPS on folks. Big J, don't accuse us. No, you supported an individual who made excuses for the other individual by calling CPS and stalking harass other people. But you think, oh, this is about, oh, you support the effery. You got a childlike mind. We're going to make things right again. How come you not making? How come you ain't? How come you ain't clipping the last live stream? I don't think I stuttered in that live stream on this live stream. So what you gonna say now? Oh, so and so got a speech impediment? Is that the best you can do? Is that the best argument you have? So juvenile. You so juvenile. Oh, so and so don't have ain't working. Well, guess what? I'm off today. I'm off today and I'm off tomorrow. So I got time. So I'm gonna ask this question to you, Don Gordito and Madhead Doctor. How come you're not clipping that video? How come you ain't taking those sound clips off of that video? I'll wait. Link right here. What excuses do you have this time? Mr. 912, Mr. Marquise, how come you not clipping this too? Trying to lampoon this. I'll wait since you got so much to say. Oh, and Mr. Marquise 912, how come you've been avoiding the question? I'm gonna address 912 here in a minute. Mr. Marquise 912, I'm gonna address you in a minute too right now. How come after the past 2 weeks of you going at uh Arpanaka, myself, and exposing manosphere, how come you will not accept the invitation for this coming Saturday? But I see all up and down YouTube calling me a Care Bear and all that. How come you ain't accepting the invitation, Mr. Marquise 912? What is it now? How come you won't accept the How come you won't accept the invitation? How come you're quiet about the invitation, Marquise 912? What are you scared of? It's just gonna be me, Art, and exposed to manosphere. What are you scared of? Because you've been trying to drag us for like a week and a half. So what are you scared of? 912? See, y'all don't like it when some people trying to, y'all like to do team ups because y'all act like a gang. Y'all try to do the bandwagon. But when somebody try to do the bandwagon back to y'all, oh, y'all don't like it. The links is in the chat room. This channel, that channel, I'm cybercasting. Where are the links at? No, excuse me. The links all right here. You don't sit there talking about, oh, I don't know where the links at. Links right here. What's up, positive contact? It's all right there. What are you scared of? 912. What are you scared of? What are you scared of, Don Gordito? What are you scared of, Mad Head Doctor? Are y'all going to clip any of these two last live streams I made? That the copyright strike has just ended? That your boy Obsidian, yes, I said his name correctly. I always call him Obsidian, but let me use his name correctly. Obsidian. Since Obsidian was forced to remove the copyright strike. Let me say it again. He was forced to remove that copyright strike. How come you, Don Gordito, is not clipping about that? How come the Madhead Doctor ain't clipping about that? How come Mr. Marquise 912 ain't talking trash in the comment section and making videos about that? But I see you up and down people's comment section talking a lot of load of crap. Now, back to you, 912. Back to you, 912. Marquise 912. I don't care what May say. Because you're part of the problem too, though. That whole bandwagon effect, that pile on effect. Y'all don't like it when y'all get piled on. You see how that feel like to be piled upon? 912. That whole stupid pile on effect. You don't like it when someone else do it right back to you. That's why you ain't saying anything. The link's right here. I don't know what you're scared of. I don't know what you hush about it now. You know why? You know why a lot of y'all hush about? Because it's not on True Ism's channel. That's why. It's not on Red to Bad Guys channel. That's why. That's why you ain't saying anything. It's not on D the Rails channel. That's why. Because you're not going to overtalk and spin narratives. That's why. Why aren't you clipping this live stream? That's a question that needs to be asked. Come on now, Madhead. You got so much to say. And Madhead, coming at two women to come at me, that's a punk move. That's a punk move. And you used those two women because I was ignoring you. But you decided to go after two women and bring two women into it just to get my attention like a punk that you are. Why aren't you clipping this live stream? Don, you got so much to say. How come you ain't clipping this? I thought so. Yeah, it's 20 minutes into this. I thought so. Because you got nothing else to talk about of value. The people who you hang around with don't have no value. And let me say something that's very hypocritical about you, Don Gordito. I'm talking about what's so hypocritical about you. Because what's so hypocritical about you is you're going to send me an article about AJ talking about he done something. But when I did a video about I forgot his name, the brother that ran for mayor of Boston and his black male roundtable. I'm talking to you, Don Gordito. When I talk about the black male roundtable in Boston, you said he did nothing. He ain't about anything. But because a person just got themselves out of a legal issue about uh, convictions, that's something to be cheered about. When the person who got out of their legal uh, issues by scrapping um, their arrest record, you said that's more important than having a black male, a black men roundtable. Who's for? Who's about the effery on that? Me or you, Don Gordito? Or should I start calling you Don Burrito? Because you about to get ate up. I'm put cheese all over your argument and eat it up and spit it out. Because there's no uh, tra- hmm, there's no nutritional value, Don Gordito. There's no nutritional value to your argument. That's why all that cheese on your burrito, Don Burrito, all that cheese, all that beans, that tortilla and the meat inside of it has no nutritional value. The only thing it's good for is somebody to chew it up and spit it right on back out. Because what you did is hypocritical. It's hypocritical for you. Because I'm going to cook right now. I'm going to cook you right now. It's hypocritical for you. Because you ain't going to dress what I'm talking about. You going to try to find some comedic value. You going to try to find something to embarrass somebody with. Talk about what I'm talking about. But you're not being man enough to do it though. You said Mr. Barrows think that was his last name. Barrows, I think it's Charles Barrows, the man that ran for mayor of Boston 2 years ago, or a year ago or so, put out this had this thing about the black man's roundtable. I did a video on that. Not one, but two. But that's your home city, though. That's your home city, Don. Where is you out? How come you, and then though you came to me and you said you squatted on that, but you want to send me an article about some dude we know in this space and try to use him against me. But you squatted on the brother from from your home city of Boston. Why ain't you in clipping that part, Mr. Gordito? Or I should have called you now, Mr. Burrito. Since you got so much to laugh at, and since you want to pile on with the rest of the losers in this space. You are the company that you keep. And as for the nigga from Georgia, I don't know what your problem is. Your problem, I'm talking to the one in Georgia. Cause since you want to have a boxing match. No, you are the Keisha. Because you act like the Keisha. And then you want to do the whole anti-black thing. See, somebody like you, I'm gonna talk about the one from that old cornbread and molasses eating Negro. You are the type a Negro, the type of shine that would try to go back into slavery, go back into the plantation, just to see the Keisha to be punished, or just so that just because that's going to be the only place. I said it in a better way. The plantation is the only place where you feel you can put your boot on that black woman's neck. That's why you want to get back on the plantation. And with that, I'm done. So Don, why ain't you clipping this live stream? I'll wait.